Challenges that we faced coming out of the show. I know for me, I kind of sunk back into the post-show blues hardcore.
Yeah.
I didn't really have a good mental state of mind when I started the show, so I think that also played into how I came out of the show. I just ate my feelings, I ate whenever I wanted, ate whatever I wanted. I didn't count calories, my show day weight, you guys know, was 139, and then within a month, I was back up to 160. So that definitely wasn't good for my body to just balloon back up, and just personal life stuff has kind of put me through the ringer a little bit and trying to figure out who I am, what I'm doing, you know, me and my husband, our lives, our dog, all of that stuff. So I think the post-show blues hit me really hard. Still haven't been back to the gym, but today we're gonna do a workout with me, which you guys will see.
Hands.
Yes. What did you have coming out of?
I did okay. I never reversed out. I wanted to reverse. I planned on reversing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not that strong. I didn't reverse out, but I did try and keep on some sort of schedule. I continued going to the gym. Me and the gym are like buds. I love working out. One thing I have learned about my body because of this is if I don't go to the gym, I will gain weight, period. Doesn't matter. I can kind of, with caution, eat what I want as long as I go to the gym. And that's okay with me. The hardest part for me is body dysmorphia problems. I'm 5'7", I weighed 119 on show day. The tiniest I have ever been, ever in my whole life. And just amazing, and like the way your body feels and how powerful you are. Now, at that point, BT dubs, like right after prep, right after peak week, like you're exhausted. That I'm not talking about peak week. You have prep brain, like you can't think, you can't stay awake, you're just starving to death. It's hardcore. You've been doing this for a long time. Your body's tired.
Which for peak week, if you guys remember my peak week footage, I was talking so slow, trying to process.
Yeah. It's like so hard. Other than that, aside from like just the incredible torture of peak week, you come out of the show and for a while you still have this tiny body, but you're eating more and you have more energy, and it's just this incredible feeling, and everything fits great and everything looks amazing and everybody comments. Then as soon as you start like actually putting weight back on, there's this really weird failure type feeling that you go through, and even though you're still a small person and you're still working out and you're still doing these things, you just don't feel as good. It's like you're not good enough because you're not at stage, right? You can't see my abs. I'm like super soft. All of this stuff, the body dysmorphia is for me honestly the hardest part. Seeing pictures of other girls in prep and on the stage and stuff, and you're like, I missed that so bad, and then you beat yourself up. Why am I not strong enough to stay there? That has been like a super struggle for me. It's just understanding that you don't look like that year round. It is like the very, very rare human, male or female, who has abs all the time. You're so lean. Abs are truly made in the kitchen. They're not made in the gym. That is a sign of being lean. And our bodies aren't meant to stay that way, especially as female. If a girl's abs show all the time, chances are she's so lean that she's lost her period. Yep. You know, you can't look like that all the time. That's my like struggle. It's been going on 2 years now, and well, no, it has been 2 years now, and that is still a struggle. I feel like finally coming out of that, only to do a show in 4 months and see where that happens again.
Would you say your support system's a little bit stronger now than it was before, or do you think it's the same people?
I think two things. As far as my husband goes, he's incredibly supportive. He doesn't make me feel bad at all in any way. He loves me at any point and at any weight. I have met other women in the industry, and I have met other women who also understand that you don't look like this all the time. And pros are more likely to, but 90% of us are not pros. 90% of us don't even necessarily want to become a pro. Yep. We just want to stay fit and continue to improve on ourselves. Yes, the support system has gotten better over time.
It's definitely cool to see like the differences, even though like we're of the same caliber, of the same lifestyle. I'm 30, she's 33, we're both married. We're like, she struggles with like the body dysmorphia, and then I struggled with my mental health and like just wanting to eat everything. And then we come alongside each other. I can support her with like her body image, and then she can support me with like my food and mental health. Another thing too, I think I was shocked by preparing for my show was the amount of support I received from the general populace of people.
Yeah.
I was expecting, oh, you're not going to eat anything, you're going to get too skinny and blah, blah, blah. But a lot of people were like super supportive, encouraging me, especially my coworkers who work out for the most part, kind of, sort of. They came alongside me and they're like, wow, your arms are looking really good, or your pants are fitting looser, like, you look really good today. And a lot of people are asking me when my next show is.
That's exciting.
Did you have that as well?
I did come to think of it. It's one thing when you're just dieting and people are like, oh, blah, blah, but as soon as you're like, look, I'm prepping for a show, they're like, oh, sweet, that's super cool. And then they ask you a million questions. And then, of course, it's like, you're not going to stay that skinny, right? Or you're getting too skinny. Those comments do still happen. Just incredible support and, dare I say, respect. That is not an easy achievement. With a few of my coworkers, I think really strengthened relationships. Just made a show. This girl commits, right?
Yeah.
Commit. And that's hard. It's not. If it was easy, everyone would do it.
Suits, maybe?
Yeah, we can talk about suits.
Who did you use for your suits? And would you use them again? Would you go with someone else?
They are from Australia.
I guess we can start that question over. So
Okay.
who did you use for your suit company? Would you use them again? Do you want to show the viewers what your suit looks like?
I used Muscle Dazzle. They are an Australian-based company. I looked around a lot at a whole bunch of different suits, and it was my first show. I didn't expect to place or to win. I didn't know if I would ever do a show again. I didn't want to spend $1 gazillion because suits can be incredibly expensive. I found Muscle Dazzle and they actually offer introductory suits. Mine had no extra bling on it. It's blue. You can choose your connectors. You can upgrade and have more bling added, but I just wanted a basic suit. I think my suit cost me all of $100. It's absolutely teeny tiny and it's just very, very plain. I absolutely love this suit. To be honest, I actually think I will go with them again. I will do another beginner suit, but I think I will add a little bit more. I now know more of what the judges are actually looking for. This does matter. When I did my first show, I ended up placing 5th. Now, don't take that too exciting. There were only 7 of us in the class. So
I think this is
that's
great.
my medal. 5th is a great placing. I would have rather have been, 5th out of 15 then instead of 5th out of 7, but I'm still happy with it. I don't expect to place at my next show. I anticipate there will be many more girls because Motherload is a huge show, but to at least give myself
A warm-up show.
a warm-up. So I'll buy another Muscle Dazzle suit, but it'll have a little bit more to it. And I don't know if you can tell me, is this butt incredibly smaller than yours?
Yes,
Okay.
it is, but I don't think that that's a bad thing. Since I wasn't as conditioned and my glutes were bigger, it was fine. You were more conditioned and your glutes were smaller,
Right.
then that's really what it's about. And
This is a pro.
yeah,
It's like, it's like,
it's tiny.
it's tiny. I just remember I wore a competition suit in the fashion show that we walked in.
Yeah.
And I just remember her suit, the butt on it had just a lot more coverage.
Yeah.
So did the front. Like just the whole thing overall.
Yeah.
I feel like it was just a bigger size suit. And Muscle Dazzle, they let you choose how much glute coverage you want, but I feel like their suits they're just much smaller.
The best way to determine what type of coverage you guys need is to talk to your coach and definitely have your coach's input on it. My coach is actually really teeny tiny. She's 5'1" and like 119 pounds on off season.
Right.
So she actually gets what the suit provider that we both use, Zozobi Flexwear, calls a micro pro cut. So it's even teeny tinier than this.
Like how's that
So,
possible, right?
Yeah. But the only thing that judges are really looking for is not a thong. So
Yeah.
if it's not a thong, then you can basically wear any bikini bottom. And I heard someone even talk about Sandy when she created the bikini division. You could basically go to Walmart, pick up a bikini, put it on, and step on stage.
Okay.
But I think
It's morphed so much.
it's so much more than that. Yeah, I don't, and it makes me interested to see like who was the very first person to put like bling on their suit, and then everybody started like.
Now, if you look at like the first bikini winner, from 2009, I think is the first time that they did bikini, and now the girls like it's incredibly different.
I'll put a picture of the very first winner of bikini. I'll try to find that picture, and then a picture of Isa Piccini, who just recently won the Olympia, and you guys can just see the differences. And even posing, I've noticed, has changed a lot.
I have 2 questions for you. Did you watch Olympia, and were you as infuriated with the commentators as I was?
The easier one, I didn't necessarily watch the Olympia. I kind of watched the highlights afterwards. I don't remember the commentary very much.
As far as Bikini Olympia went, I watched the whole thing. I watched the live stream, and there were 2 guys commentating, and I was nothing but furious. All they did was like down talk these girls. Oh, she could be a model. Oh, they're a little hard, or they're a little soft, or they don't have very this, or they don't have very that, and like completely disregard for the work that these girls put in. I was like furious. I immediately like tweeted and shared on my Insta story and tagged them. I was like, get control of your commentators because these girls work their ass off.
And it's not an easy feat to get on Olympia. It's not like you do an amateur show, national show, pro show, and then Olympia. One of the girls, she started competing at 32 and is Olympia at 37, and she's been doing it just for 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's definitely not something you just do overnight. Like the muscle and stuff you have to build. So I could see how that could definitely be very infuriating.
Right. Like, so I think Isa Piccini is like, so the standout in that regard, because she's only been competing for like 3 years, I feel like.
Oh, wow.
Maybe it's 4, but she like did her first show, and her first show pictures to now is incredible. Like, it's an incredible difference. But most of these girls, it's 6, 7, 8 years of their lives. You are competing and losing, and you lose more than you win, and you finally get a good moment. You get your nationals, right? So you qualify for nationals, and then you'll compete and compete and compete before you win a national show, right? And can go for your pro card. Like, and then Olympia, you have to be a pro, and then it's a point system. You have to gather so many points throughout the season to be invited to the Olympia the next year. It's not an easy journey. It's not something you do on a whim. 6 months.
Yeah.
She's 6 months. This girl dieted and deprived herself of. Is nothing to scoff at.
No.
It's an incredible journey, and it brings people together.
Okay.
Who are your, if there's more than one, like your bikini pro idol?
My pros that I look up to are Emily Hayden and Natalie Matthews. And Natalie Matthews is vegan.
Do you know how tall they are?
Natalie Matthews I think is 5'4"-ish. And then I think Emily Hayden is maybe like 5'6", 5'7".
I don't actually know who either of them are, so I'll have to look them up. My favorite, my idol, dare I say, is Samsel Torres now, because she got married.
Likewise, I have no idea who that is.
She's 5'7". So for me, like, she's 5'7". Most bikini girls are sub 5'4". There's not very many tall bikini competitors, and so it's a totally different ball game when you put a 5'4" girl against a 5'7" girl. Your muscle bellies are longer, so it's harder to get them to fill out. Your posing is different. It's like a totally different ball game comparing the two. For me, like 100%, like I follow Casey constantly, and I've actually had posing sessions with Casey.
Oh, wow.
I've FaceTimed with Casey, and going into my next show, she's probably going to be the one that I have pose me again. I'm a total fangirl.
That's fair. I'm sure if I were to meet Natalie or Emily, I'd just be like,
right? It's like,
I will link all of the pros that we just mentioned, their YouTube channels down below. So Casey, Natalie, and Emily. All of my followers, you know how to follow me. All of my links are down below. So how can they follow you, find you?
So Instagram is my jam, @Paegan Magner is how you can find me. I do not have a YouTube channel. I do have a website. I own Page Training and Nutrition. So pagetrainingandnutrition.com is where you can find me, my coaching and nutrition resources. I mean, that's it. I think I have a Facebook page, but nothing goes on it.
So I'll link all of her links down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Go ahead, check her out. Check out the IFBB Pro people we mentioned, and like, subscribe, comment so we can keep making these awesome videos, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
Pushing the past,
Well, that was fun.
thinking, oh, you know my little triggers keep on triggering them.